we would look at the momentum picture. Very important to look at 4 hours and 1 hour momentum picture so that we understand what we're really looking at. So we're looking at these double heads and shoulders. Now we're at that neckline. This is today's 4 hour chart, and we still have negative momentum on the 4 hours. It could become a cycle extreme if there's a truce, but so far this trade is still set that even if we get a retraction, we'll get that here on that 1 hour chart. This is today's 1 hour chart, and these are the correct labels. On news of the truth, we were short as of yesterday on news that there are possibility to see this. And of course, Chairman Powell's session yesterday, actually the market spiked higher. So let's take a look at this count in particular. We were expecting that we were going to break that neckline, and we have correct labels here. There's an AB, and we're doing a C down. This is the C that we expect to take us all the way to 150 levels and 149 levels. The market just did 152.60, I believe. So we had a 1 and a 2, and that is a wave 3. The situation here is correct internally. There was a 4A, there's a 4B, there's a 4C. This market appears to have done a 5 already at the neckline, so now we have an established neckline here. We had a lot of time taken to do the internal proportions of the segregations just for that point to make sure that this is really a wave 5. It is. So now we have a higher degree correction. This is of course waiting for what's going to happen on the Ukrainian front, at least. Now we're having an A. We already are into that A. If we were short as of yesterday, this is the current market. This is the top of that level A, and we are at the upper boundary of that Elliott structure. All right, so we are at the top of that A. This is going to be a breakdown lower into B, and therefore if we were short, we would consider to take profit, close out at the neckline 153.5. There is of course possibility to see more. We'll take a look at the internal 15-minute momentum to know exactly where we're going to close out. Now it depends on what happens overnight, the truce. Again, if there is no truce in the first place, actually if this is a high degree correction A and B, even B can drop below that degree 5. So the short trade is still good. We'll check it again when we go live, but the momentum picture is now positive on the 1 hour. It is negative on the 4 hours, about to do a zero line rejection. The feed out of the 15 is of course unreliable in the first place, but we appear about to do another zero line rejection. So that would mean that the correction will just take you to this neckline 153.5, which is what we have on our analysis. So if there is a truce coming in, we drop to that neckline 153.5, we close out shorts. If there really is a truce, we can begin to hedge, buy longs, or if you have not yet, of course, closed out shorts. If you have closed out shorts, we can just take a very small long back again to level 1. We expect that most probably until we have positive momentum on the 4 hours, the trend is down. It's still down, seriously. If the positive feeds on the 1 hour and the 4 hours accumulate to make a positive feed on the 4 hours, then we may consider that after closing that short, we stand down until we have a confirmation, and long, what you're seeing then, of course, matures into not this negative double head and shoulder formation, but actually it would then mature that we have a bounce, not at 152 levels, not at 149, but at the lower boundary of this ending diagonal, and we would still consider that we're doing another head. It's a complicated situation, but we'll take it one step at a time. The current step we need to do is, if we're short again, we're going to have a take profit at 153.5 to close out that longs. If there's no truce, this will help us to move to that level. If there's no truce by tomorrow, we will close out even at lower levels. Now, if there's a good number in FP tomorrow, the expectation is that there will be a truce sometime anyway, and the market is now taking on risk. So if this should show on our momentum plots, if it does show on our momentum plots, then of course we would reverse. Right, so you're just looking at, there's an internal lower degree 1 to at that neckline, and all of this is a 3. This just could be an A, B, and a C. This is again higher degree A. We're looking for higher degree B. That is all there is to it. We expect, yes, we are going to get higher degree B. This is just a 15-minute chart. All right, until we get more positive news relating to that ceasefire, then we cannot expect that this is leg 1 into A and then another leg 2, and the market moves higher into leg 3, which is of course a C. So if we're short, we take out profits at 153.5, which we can get 153.4 and 153.7. We close out at any of these levels. All right, and stand down until we get the correct fundamental orientation.